Former Acting Attorney General Matthew Whitaker is with me. This is just coming at us. The judge has fined Trump for 8 gag order violations. That's a total of $8,000. Is there any ruling on contempt of court?
Well, those gag order violations are the contempt of court. Those are, the state alleged 14 gag order violations, and the judge found 8. I think the judge is really trying hard to look fair and impartial. He's being criticized tremendously, including by myself, for being conflicted and for this daughter that's made millions of dollars off of this trial. And so I think he's got to walk a fine line. But, President Trump, if now he knows the price of poker is $1,000 per gag order violation, I don't think that is expected to make him stop sharing what's on his mind and how he feels about this trial.
Look at this op-ed, and it's from Republicans, Jim Jordan, Nicole Malliotakis, and Jeff Van Drew. I'm quoting, "American people can see through Manhattan political trial against Trump." Matt, give me the big picture here. Is the New York judicial system held in high esteem after all of this?
No, I think it's actually decreased in its esteem. I think there was a time, probably 50 years ago, where New York was viewed as really, the place to be and the place to have businesses. But, I would not expect that many business owners and entrepreneurs are starting new businesses in New York because of this risk of being prosecuted for your political beliefs. But, President Trump's trial is going to demonstrate what the evidence actually is. So if anything, at least New York can follow the basic rules of evidence and procedure. But, I think the outcome is going to be watched very carefully, and the American people are showing in polls that they don't have a lot of respect for the New York courts.
I thought right from the beginning that the Biden administration just wanted to shut Trump up. Now he's been fined for 8 gag order violations. Could I interpret that as a success for the administration, the Biden team? They've shut him up?
Well, not only do they want to keep him quiet, I think they also want to keep him off the campaign trail. And that's why you have the former number 3 at the U.S. Department of Justice in the Biden administration now trying this case in state court in New York City. I mean, it is very much the fingerprints of Joe Biden, and his political strategy are all over these 4 cases strewn across the country, trying to keep Donald Trump busy, distracted, and off the campaign trail.
Matthew Whitaker, thanks for being with us. As always, we'll see you again real soon, sir. Thank you.
Good to see you, Stu.